Hey guys, I want to share the Sophie hunting horn builds that I made the past events. So one thing I wanted to clarify, I'm not making wide range builds or support builds for the hunting horn. I don't like using them, especially when they're unnecessary, which is pretty much anything other than behemoth in my opinion. Otherwise just go for damage because in my opinion, the best way to support somebody is by killing the monster the fastest. So it basically can't, kill you over time. Okay, these are my general attack horns. They usually consist of attack 1, 3, and 4. These are just for damage, basically, just getting things out the way. Not much to it really. Now what I recommend it if you're doing guidingless is instead of using the expert satiated or free meal, use a double expert and use geology with that. That way you get more bones and you'll still be doing the same damage. Although you won't have free meal, but you won't really need it that much. Now what I also recommend, instead of using Teosha, use another attack. I basically also have this for another reason and another build, which will probably come later on, if especially this does well. Usually my main strategy with this build is to basically do as much damage as possible for the moment, and also when I get the chance, I sleep the monster, and then I get ready to set up for a 3 echo wave wake up. This one is mainly for damage, and once my next build comes in, I'll also have a version for stun. One other thing I would like to mention is these are definitely not speed running builds. In most cases, you're not even going to see health boost 3 on the speed running build, but this is just for more general use, but you still want to get good damage in for the monster and basically beat it faster than you usually may without basic agitator or attack up. Now basically this is for anything that does not have a attack of large basically. Especially considering it doesn't have an attack of large, I just went all the way and put 4 attack augments on there. Just to get as much damage in there as possible. Although these do have different abilities that are also worthwhile, like abnormal status, basically anything for Val, Kieran, it will not stun you or give you any those nasty blights that can't be get rid of regularly. Now another one of the horn builds basis for stamina and rhythm resistance. I usually use the stamina version for things like Kana or anything that can give me a freeze blight. That way I won't actually really need freeze resistance, I can just have that. Unless, of course I was actually worried about the damage. But otherwise, it would not be a worry with this horn, because it barely affects you when you have both stamina up and stamina reduction. And wind resistance is just basic for Kushala, because, well, who likes dealing with his wind up close. The next horn will be Affinity Up, Health Recovery, and Earplugs. You kind of understand what this is used for. It somewhat allows more decoration slots because you don't need as much affinity, plus, well, earplugs. But personally, I also don't consider it that useful, considering I just dodge most of my RARs, and usually I can cover the affinity part, but I'm pretty sure someone will basically use the songs on the horn for some reason. These are my elemental builds for hunting horn. These are not going to do the most damage in comparison to the other elemental versions. I'll leave the guy who made the best ones basically from hunting horn. These versions are basically for more a fun way to do it, basically the Stern Nazo horn. It takes on more, instead of attack and defense, you basically get elemental resistance and elemental attack boost basically. So it's more of a twist in a way. Instead of a more raw way to play it is more elemental. But it's just my little fun build I want to share. You can use with any of the elements basically. But basically you also want to make sure you're using it with the right monster. But these are at least very fun to me in my opinion. If you would like to see more of my hunting horn builds in the future, subscribe. Thank you for watching.